The best adventures in the world don't have to drain your bank account. For 2026, Lonely Planet has spotlighted the destinations that deliver the most breathtaking experiences for the very smallest price. We're talking budget backpacking through legendary landscapes, cheap and delicious local street food markets bursting with color and flavor, and long, slow, scenic train journeys that cost almost nothing at all. From ancient rose-red deserts to hidden turquoise coastlines, from towering mountain peaks to golden temple towns, these are 10 unforgettable places where every dollar you spend stretches further than you ever thought possible. So grab your map, pack your bags light, and get ready, because we are counting down the top 10 cheapest and best value destinations to visit in 2026. Let the journey begin. At number 10, an ancient wonder that costs a fraction of what you would pay in Western Europe. Welcome to Jordan. Here the rose-red facade of Petra's legendary treasury emerges from a towering canyon of stone, hand-carved by the Nabateans more than 2,000 years ago, and it remains one of the most jaw-dropping sights on Earth. Just beyond it stretches Wadi Rum, an otherworldly desert of crimson sand, wind-sculpted arches, and floating sandstone mountains that feels like the surface of another planet. Spend a night here under a sky ablaze with stars for the price of a budget hostel back home. And at the lowest point on the entire planet, the mineral-rich waters of the Dead Sea let you float effortlessly on the surface, weightless and completely at ease. History, adventure, and raw natural wonder, Jordan delivers it all without ever draining your savings. Number 9 is a feast for every one of the senses, and it is wonderfully easy on the wallet. This is Morocco. Lose yourself completely in the maze-like labyrinth of Marrakech, where bustling souks overflow with fragrant spices, glowing lanterns, woven carpets, and vivid handmade crafts at prices you can actually haggle down. Then escape up into the Rif Mountains to the dreamlike streets of Chefche Ayoun, an entire town washed in 1,000 calming shades of blue, where every alley and staircase looks like a painting. And as the day slowly fades, ride out on camelback across the endless golden dunes of the Sahara, watching the sun melt below an ocean of sand before sleeping in a desert camp beneath the Milky Way. Rich, exotic, and endlessly photogenic, Morocco is pure magic at a true backpacker's price. At number 8, we find one of Europe's most affordable and underrated treasures. This is Poland. Begin your journey in beautiful Krakow, where the Grand Main Market Square, one of the largest medieval squares in all of Europe, hums with history, street musicians, and life, surrounded by cafes where a hearty meal costs just a few coins. Travel north to the capital, Warsaw, and wander its lovingly restored old town, its colorful facades rebuilt brick by brick after the war, now glowing warmly at dusk. Then head south into the majestic Petra Mountains, where jagged green peaks and traditional wooden chalets offer world-class hiking and skiing for a fraction of what you'd spend in the Alps. Deep culture, moving history, and stunning natural beauty, Poland offers all of it without the heavy Western European price tag. Number 7 is a land of dark legend, wild nature, and refreshingly low prices. This is Romania. Perched dramatically on a rocky cliff enshrouded in mist stands Bran Castle, the Gothic fortress forever linked to the chilling tale of Count Dracula. In the very heart of Transylvania, the perfectly preserved medieval citadel of Siasora glows with pastel towers, cobbled lanes, and a fairy-tale clock tower that has watched over the town for centuries. And for the truly adventurous, the legendary Trans-Vagarasan highway snakes high through the Carpathian Mountains in a thrilling series of breathtaking hairpin turns, often called one of the greatest driving roads on the planet. Wild, mysterious, deeply atmospheric, and remarkably cheap to explore, Romania richly rewards every traveler bold enough to venture off the beaten path. At number 6 stands Southeast Asia's undisputed value champion. This is Vietnam. Sail slowly through the emerald green waters of Ha Long Bay, where thousands of towering limestone pillars rise straight out of the sea and traditional wooden junk boats drift silently through the morning mist. In the beautifully preserved ancient town of Hoi An, evening brings the warm glow of hundreds of colorful silk lanterns, their reflections shimmering across the river as the streets come alive. And up in the cool, misty highlands of Sa Pa, endless emerald terraced rice fields cascade down the mountainsides like giant natural staircases carved over generations. With bowls of steaming noodles for pocket change, comfortable hostels, and some of the warmest hospitality on earth, Vietnam is quite simply a backpacker's paradise. Number 5 is South America at its most surreal, most spectacular, and most affordable. This is Bolivia. Step out onto the Salar de Uyuni, the largest salt flat on the entire planet, where after the rains a thin sheet of water turns the endless white ground into a flawless mirror of the sky, blurring the line between heaven and earth. Fly into dizzying, breathless heights in La Paz, a dramatic city of colorful brick buildings and soaring cable cars that sprawls across a canyon beneath the snow-capped peak of Mount Lamani, and drift gently across the deep, impossibly blue waters of Lake Titicaca, the highest navigable lake in the world, dotted with ancient island communities. Raw, remote, and staggeringly beautiful, Bolivia offers once-in-a-lifetime, high-altitude wonder on a shoestring backpacker's budget. At number 4 sits Europe's best-kept budget secret, a country that still feels wonderfully undiscovered. This is Albania. Along the sun-drenched Albanian Riviera, crystal-clear turquoise water laps gently against the untouched white pebble beaches of Casanel, a pure Mediterranean dream at a small fraction of the cost of Italy or Greece just across the water. Journey inland to the historic town of Berat, known as the City of a Thousand Windows, its steep hillside stacked with elegant white Ottoman-era stone houses that glow golden in the evening light. And to the rugged north rise the dramatic Accursed Mountains, where the remote alpine valley of Theth hides among jagged gray peaks, thundering waterfalls, and emerald green pastures. Warm, welcoming, and astonishingly cheap, Albania offers all the beauty of the Mediterranean without any of the Mediterranean prices. Number 3 sits high at the very roof of the world. This is Nepal. Crisp, colossal, snow-capped Himalayan peaks tower majestically above a rolling sea of clouds, offering some of the greatest, most legendary, and most affordable trekking anywhere on the planet, from tea house trails to Everest Base Camp itself. In the ancient Kathmandu Valley, the massive white dome of the Buddhanath Stupa draws streams of pilgrims who circle it slowly beneath thousands of fluttering, rainbow-colored prayer flags. And in tranquil, laid-back Pokhara, the mirror-still waters of Phua Lake perfectly reflect the sacred fishtail peak as the first light of sunrise sets the mountains glowing pink. Deeply spiritual, jaw-droppingly spectacular, and famously budget-friendly, Nepal is a genuine bucket list dream that almost anyone can afford. At number 2 lies a serene and gentle escape that barely touches your budget at all. This is Laos. Just outside the enchanting, UNESCO-listed town of Luang Prabang lie the magical Quang Sea Falls, where dreamy pools of glowing turquoise water tumble down through the lush green jungle in perfect natural tiers, inviting you to swim in the cool mountain water. Golden Buddhist temples shimmer beneath misty emerald mountains, alive with the quiet, timeless rhythm of saffron-robed monks collecting alms at dawn. And along the banks of the mighty Mekong River, traditional wooden longtail boats glide slowly past as the sun sinks low and the sky turns to fire. Peaceful, unspoiled, deeply spiritual, and wonderfully cheap, Laos moves entirely to its own tranquil pace, and it invites you to slow right down with it. And at number 1, our top pick, an extraordinary land where Europe and Asia meet in the most spectacular fashion. This is Georgia. High in the soaring Caucasus mountains stands the lonely Giurgeti Trinity Church, framed dramatically against a colossal wall of snow-capped peaks in what is surely one of the most breathtaking views anywhere on Earth. Down in the charming capital of Tbilisi, cobbled old town streets wind past leaning houses with intricately carved wooden balconies and steaming domed sulfur bathhouses. And nothing beats warming up afterward in a cozy local tavern, sharing a boat of freshly baked khachapuri cheese bread and a glass of wine from a land that has been making it for 8,000 years. Astonishing beauty, deep hospitality, and incredible value, Georgia is, without a doubt, the #1 budget destination to visit in 2026. And there you have it, 10 incredible destinations, all proving that the greatest journeys in the world simply don't demand the deepest pockets. From the rose-red deserts of Jordan to the towering mountains of Georgia, from the beaches of Albania to the temples of Laos, unforgettable adventure is out there waiting for you, and it is far more affordable than you ever dared to imagine. So now, it's over to you. Which of these amazing budget beauties is going straight to the very top of your travel list for 2026? Let me know down in the comments below. I would genuinely love to hear it. And if this video inspired your next great escape, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for many more travel guides just like this one. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep exploring, and remember, you can always spend a little less while seeing a whole lot more.